Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Peace be upon you all. It's me again, Bahijah, the lad Sheibanee, your BCBA. I hope you all are doing good, staying safe and healthy. Okay, so I've had this question come up to me. How did you get into this field? How did you know about ABA? How did you start it? So today is just going to be how I stumbled upon ABA and just a little bit of my journey to ABA. All right, so I had wanted to go back to do my master's. I've always wanted to go back to do my master's program and something on a professional level, right? So my friends and family were pushing me actually because I was slacking. Yeah. And they were pushing me like, you got potentials, you can be better than what you are now. Go ahead, do it. So, thank you, my family and friends. And also a lady I was working for that time, she also pushed me, even though it was to her disadvantage, she actually pushed me, which was very nice of her to let me go. I really appreciate everybody who had a great impact towards my journey to getting my graduate program. So I wanted to go back to do my master's program in social work. I went to Rider University to just do the inquiries and make sure that I'm on the right track. I got there. They said, "Oh," I went to the graduate office, and the graduate counselor over there told me that they do not offer they don't offer master's program in social work, but undergrad. And I was like, "Oh, do I do that?" She was like, "You don't go backwards, you go forward." So go ahead and do the master's program. You don't need to do any double, bachelor's. So I took her advice, and she kind of gave me some other universities I could go to. And then just before I was stepping out, she was like, "By the way, we have other programs in the humanitarian services in case that's something you're looking out to do." So she gave me the package for counseling and counseling leadership. She gave me clinical psychology. She gave me another one on what was it? I think management. Yeah, OBM kind of. And she also gave me one on ABA. I had come across, I know some people who did counseling and leadership and also clinical psychology. So I've come across all those things. But ABA caught my attention. I was like, what's that? Applied behavior analysis? Behavior analysis? Somebody do that? You analyze behaviors like that? I know, right? So it got my attention, and I was like, okay, this is something that I really want to do, right? Not at the beginning, but I was so curious. I'm a curious person. Anybody who knows me knows that I'm very curious. So I got into digging into more and more about what ABA was. I Googled, I checked on YouTube, I listened to some of their seminars and some of the conferences I think they put on YouTube. So I was listening and watching. I was like, this is really intriguing. People can actually change people's behavior. So I got more curious, and I kept on digging and digging. So I gave myself a week less than a week or so. I called back and I said, I'm kind of interested in this ABA. They were like, "Oh, great. That's a great program. We have a great program here." So I was like, okay, what do you do? What are the things that I'm supposed to bring towards application? What am I supposed things I'm supposed to add up and send to you guys? I was lucky. They said, "Oh, we don't require GRE." I was like, yes, because I had written my GRE somewhere in 2005 or late 2004, and it was over 10 years. So I'm talking about 2014. Okay, so 10 years, and that wasn't going to be valid. I had to go write it again. So when they said no GRE, I was so happy. I was like, here we go, something that I can actually do without GRE requirements. So they gave me everything that I need to, the requirement, the list. I called my sister back at home. She put things together, sent the transcript to, West for evaluation. They sent a copy to the school. I sent everything I'm supposed to send to the school. I was supposed to write a personal letter too, like, why I want to do this program, what is my motivation. So I wrote that. So that was the first step, right? They got everything, and they liked what I wrote. They liked the evaluation was great too for my bachelor's program. So they called me for interview. I didn't know that was coming. I didn't know that part. So they were like, oh yeah, part of the requirement is to have an interview. I was like, oh, okay, what am I gonna say? I didn't sleep. I was looking and reading about ABA and all of that. I went there and I was shaking. I was shaking. I went into the room. I had to wait because they were trying to gather the professors who were supposed to interview. Normally they will have about 4 or 5 professors, but I think that day some of them were caught up in some meetings, so I got to have only 2, a lady and a guy, 2 professors. And I was there, and they called me into the conference room. They started asking me questions. I was nervous, but I was trying to answer to the best of my ability. So I was giving them the answers. I was trying hard to make sure I know what I'm talking about. They liked me. They loved me, actually. So, and then they said, oh, thank you for coming. But we had a good chat. It was more like a chat than an interview, I think. So they were trying to get to know me and where I'm coming from and, my background. And they told me that, oh, you'll hear from us again. I was like, I have to wait? You're not going to tell me what I got in? Okay. My heart was like in my mouth. I couldn't sleep a wink. I really wanted to get into the program. I was like, this is it. This is what I think I want to do. I think weeks or so later, or probably, is it months? Or I don't remember. But what I remember was it was on my birthday. 2015 in May, my birthday. I don't know if they knew about it or not, but a lady from the graduate's office called me, and she said, oh, congratulations, Bahijah. I was like, I got in, oh my God, I got in. I was so excited. And she said, yes, you got in. Dr. Perrin, who is the head of ABA department, really liked you. She likes your enthusiasm. She likes everything about you, and she want to give you a chance. Because she wants to make sure that this is what you want to do. And I haven't been to school for like over 10 years, okay? And supposed to be in the class with students who had just finished their bachelor's program in May, and I was supposed to be in class with them by the fall. So imagine. So she advised me that I should actually take one course, which is an intro to ABA, just to ease me in and see if this is actually what I want to do. Because she said, this is like, it's a different language altogether. Once you get in, it's a whole lot of information coming towards you. So ease yourself in with one class. And when you write your midterms, I'll be able to tell you if you're good to go or not. I was like, okay, because it's a private university and it's expensive. I was like, okay. I thanked her and I was so excited. I started preparing myself towards that, and thank you for everybody who supported me, who helped me, whether financially or spiritually, by praying for me, whatever that is. Thank you so much. Whoever, for those who pushed me to get to do my master's program, thank you so much. So long story short, I started in fall, which was September 14th, 2015, right? I got it right? Yeah. So I started there, and oh my God, the first class, I was in the la land. The language, everything was so new to me. And by the way, some of them were actually already working in the field as behavior technicians or behavior therapists. So they kind of knew a little bit about ABA, and I was like fresh from the boat kind of person. I didn't know anything. So, but I was willing to learn. I was willing to do it. I was like, no, I'm not gonna freak out. I'm not gonna make anybody intimidate me. The questions were coming and people were raising their hands and answering questions. Some of them were actually answering the questions, not really because they knew the answers, but they were trying to impress, right? So, and I was like, half the time I was like, oh my God, can I do this? Oh my God, you know. But I was able to manage to do it. I did very well, as my professor would say in my midterms. She was like, "You're good to go," because I was supposed to show her my scores, and then she would tell me whether it's okay for me to continue or what to take the next semester. So thank you so much for everybody who actually believed in me. Dr. Perry in English, thank you so much for believing in me and giving me the chance to do this. And thank you also to Dr. Mark Costello, who also gave me the graduate assistant role, which gave me like scholarship for 1 year. I didn't pay my last year of grad school. I did not pay for tuition. The school paid for my tuition. Thank you so much. I appreciate everybody who had anything to do with my my success in the ABA field. Thank you so much for everybody who actually was a mentor to me and held my hands through it all, got me to where I am. I need more. I'm still learning, and anybody I come across who teaches me, who is inspiring me to do better, thank you so much for everybody who is inspiring, encouraging, and also showing me the right way to go. Thank you so much. Until my next video that I'm going to talk about intro to ABA, just to introduce people to what ABA can actually do, what you can do with once you are in the field of ABA. It's not just for autism, just so you know. ABA is a big field that you can do a lot of things with it. So thank you so much for listening to me, how I stumbled upon ABA. And I hope you all stay safe, stay healthy. Until my next video, stay safe, stay healthy, and God bless you.